Hey, so welcome back, guys. I know, it's been a while since I've actually said anything online, posted a video or whatnot. But, oh wait, this isn't what I wanted to show you. But anyway, so what I came on here to do was essentially to tell y'all that I won't be able to do very many videos anymore. I'm only going to do a few more because the school year started, and I'm really not going to be experimenting with many new decks at this point, mainly because I've got to focus on my own decks that I have in real life. And I'm going to be doing more like real-life dueling. So in the future, if I ever bring you some deck profiles, I'd say that I'm going to try to do about 4 or 5 more on Yugioh Pro. But if I did any more in the future, it wouldn't be as often, and it would be like real life. I would show you the cards that I have in my deck and do a deck profile that way, and then show you maybe a few duels that I have done either in real life or on Yugioh Pro. But from now on, all the deck profiles will be like real cards, me actually showing you what my fingers look like, pretty much. So anyway, what I wanted to do here was, I was actually thinking about, you know how I showed you all some of my old, some of my older videos were the new Dragon Exodia that I've essentially made, right? And I was thinking about how I used to have that extremely cool self-destruct button. What the hell's going? Oh wow, there is a football game outside. Anyway. So, I showed you the self-destruct button, right? It was purely for LOL purposes, trolling and whatnot. And I was like, okay, well, pretty much because Card Destruction and Pot of Avarice got banned, it was damn near impossible to make a deck that could actually, you know, pull off the self-destruct button. And then I got to thinking, you know, whenever I'm backed into a corner, I feel like that's when I'm the strongest, because every single time I've been hit with a ban list of some of my cards going on or being limited or whatever, it hurts my deck, right? And I always manage to come back. For instance, I saved Dragon Exodia. Shit, I saved regular Exodia and Cypher Agents from being killed. Like, Agent Exodia, I mean, not regular Exodia. But I also saved Lava Quasar, saved Dragoonides, I saved Herakti. I saved all of them from going under. And essentially, I put together my best idea for what I could do with, building another self-destruct button. So if you're interested in just, you know, trolling people at your locals tournament, this is what you might want to do. And so here's the reason why I chose the cards that I did. I used to run, I don't remember what I used to run, but I know Pot of Avarice and Card Destruction was in there. And I didn't run Super Rejuve in the self-destruct button, which is good because I don't have to worry about that. But what I ended up putting in here was an extra Flame Veil Guard, so I've got 3 of them now. And that's just because I needed an extra card in there, pretty much. That's it. I also put in a Gold Sarcophagus. I'll explain that in a little bit. A Wonder Wand, and that's because of Royal Magical Library. Return from the Different Dimension, and then, of course, Self-Destruct button itself. Took out 5 pieces of Exodia, put in 5 new cards. That's pretty much it. So the reason why I use Return from the Different Dimension is because... Or maybe I should start with Gold Sark. The reason why I use Gold Sark is because I use Return from a Different Dimension. Okay, now that we have that cleared up. The reason why I have to use Return from the Different Dimension is because the Hero Lives, that was the main way that I was able to half my life points. To get my life points significantly lower than my opponents in my old Self-Destruct button deck. Well, with Pot of Avarice out of commission right now, and I used to run 3 Claymen, that's not really viable anymore because a Hero Lives has to have a Clayman in the deck, and I don't want to have to use Feather of a Phoenix every single time I want to put a Clayman back in the deck. So I also can't activate a Hero Lives because you have to have no monsters that you control at the time when you special summon it. That was okay for the old Exodia deck because I didn't run Royal Magical Library. Now that I actually have Royal Magical Library, that's no longer the case. I had to find an alternative. Return from the Different Dimension is the only alternative. So, enough chit-chat. This is what it looks like. I'll post a deck list, don't worry. If you're honestly interested, that's nice because I did actually work hard on this. And I wanted to quickly test it out against the AI, so that's pretty well all I dueled against. But, because I'm not going to make this a consistent deck of mine, but if you ever wanted to side out the Royal Magical Library version of Dragon Exodia, then this is essentially what you would do. So, pretty much what I did was, of course, Cards of Consonance, because that's really the only thing that I have in my hand, and then trade in. I try not to activate Into the Voids unless it's absolutely necessary, but now that I have Royal Magical Library, I have no fear of activating the Into the Voids, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, and then you activate the, this is my third spell, right? Tune Table of Contents. Tune Table of Contents is so nice with the Royal Magical Library. Because not only does it filter your deck, but the spell cards actually count towards it, and I've explained that before. Go ahead and activate 2 more of them, and then I can equip Wonder Wand to him. The reason why I like Wonder Wand, not only is it a spell card to add a spell counter, but also if I can, if I have to at the very least, if I run out of all options, I can just pop Wonder Wand in Royal Magical Library, draw 2 cards. So it's really nice. But also, I couldn't think of any other card. I didn't want to put in Dark World Dealing, and I couldn't think of any other card that could possibly help me out in that case. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Okay, draw a card from that. So, as you can see right now, I've got Return from a Different Dimension. I only need 2 other cards. Gold Sarcophagus and Self-Destruct button. And then I should be able to easily end my turn and win the duel. I mean, short of a Night Beam, and I said this in my last Self-Destruct button deck, a Night Beam is the main enemy of this fucking deck, but you know, whatever. So I ran out of options, right? So now I have to pop it, draw 2 more cards, get rid of those, and then Cards of Consonance, then activate Pot of Duality. Hopefully I can get... shit, I couldn't. Oh well, it doesn't matter. So I'm trying to pump up my opponent's life points. Thankfully I get that, so I can add both of those, so I can activate Trade In Cards of Consonance. And that should be more than... there we go. Perfect. Literally all I have to do now is activate... yeah, I do have to activate the last Upstart Goblin. Because in order for this deck to work, you have to activate all 3 of your Upstart Goblins, activate Return from a Different Dimension, and then Self-Destruct button. So now that that's been done, I just do that for shits and giggles apparently. Set, and then of course you see Into the Void's effect now goes off. Normally I don't end my turn because I'm running Exodia, but this time I'm running Self-Destruct button. He summons, I'm like, you're attacking? Nope, I'm going to cut my life points in half. What's that? Nope, I'm going to kill both of us. Goodbye. So that's how you do it. And it's kind of cool, you know. It's pretty consistent actually. It's not as consistent as Exodia, and that's actually kind of interesting. It's not as consistent as Exodia, but it's okay because it really doesn't matter because I'm just doing this for fun pretty much. I just, you know, had the idea of, oh, maybe I can make my deck back into the old Self-Destruct button type of, like where I could side it out, because it used to be I had to side out 10 cards from my Dragon Exodia deck to put in the Self-Destruct button. Now I only have to side out 5 cards because most of the fucking cards got hit on the ban list anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. Because I mean, 5 of the cards that I used to run in Dragon Exodia got hit. 3 Super Jews, 1 Pot of Avarice, and 1 Card Destruction, so whatever. It doesn't really matter. I've learned to cope with my losses, and I'm just going to live with it pretty much. Because Royal Magical Library is really nice. Rarely do I ever have a problem with it, an issue. But of course there is, you know, your opponent can Effect Veiler, your opponent can Compulse it, Torrential it, Solemn Warning it, which is always bad, but those are some risks that you're going to have to live with. Every deck has to live with the risk of your opponent activating trap cards and fucking you over. You know, it's just the way it is. So you can run this, see if you like it. If you don't, that's totally fine. I'm not going to be offended by it at all. I built this just so I can see whether or not it's any good. And come on, where's my fucking oh, did I already? Yeah, I already actually go. Okay, so now I've got everything that I need. Set. Everything goes to the grave. Everything just will about always will go to the grave because I will have almost always activated Into the Void by this point. I'm like, nope, bitch, Heavy Storm. Even though that's banned, I'm like, get out of here, bitch. So that's pretty much it. Replay ended, and for some reason it was all the way up there. So yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. And I've got 2 more examples for this. Now, I don't always start off with Royal Magical Library. You got to remember that. But it just so happens that in all of the duels that I was using Self-Destruct button, I did start off with Royal Magical Library, which is always good. Transfer. But if you don't, you know, you just keep activating cards that make you draw, including Toon Table of Contents. Always filter your deck, even if you don't have Royal Magical Library yet. You need to go ahead and still activate the Toon Tables, because you don't want to be activating draw cards and you accidentally draw into another Toon Tables. So, yeah. Trying to get the Royal Magical Library, because once you get it in your hand, normal summon it and hope that you still have spell cards that you can activate, because that is always really good. Get my free draw, thank you. And now, next hand destruction I get, or actually I could activate a Feather of the Phoenix, couldn't I? So, it doesn't really matter. I think I actually, yeah, okay, and get rid of one of the useless Royal Magical Libraries, whatever. Get the free draw, and I can activate Cards of Contents, which is good, because that's one spell. And I'm really hoping that this second spell will give me something good. The third spell, of course it will. So that's always good. That's 3 spells, so get rid of, yeah, I almost said Charizard. Get rid of Blue Eyes and a Royal Magical. Get my free draw. Got my trade-ins and my Into the Void, so that's really good. I've activated all 3 Upstart Goblins, so now what I'm really looking for is the Gold Sarcophagus. Hopefully I can get it. And the Return from the Different Dimension, of course. So it looks like I'm not going to be able to get it in time. So obviously I can't Gold Sarc anything. Wrong! Here's what I'm going to do. Put that out, put that back, activate Gold Sarc, put that out, set, and bam, that's how you do it. Isn't that so lovely? That's the actual reason why I prefer Feather of a Phoenix over Magical Stone Excavation, because it puts it back in your deck. I really, really, really like it. It's so sweet, man. It's so freaking sweet. And then I just killed both of us again. I don't particularly like this style of play, you know, where you blow up both people. I mean, I like Black Rose blowing up the field, but not like killing both duelists at the same time. But it's still pretty cool. And then this is when I was running against Jarvis's Photon deck. It's not very... Oh, wow. I'm not even pressing start. It's not very good. I think I kill him on this turn. Well, obviously he plays something next turn, and then I kill both of us. But yeah, oh my gosh, I'm not even going in slow mode for that. But yeah, so now I get my free draw from that, which is pretty good. And so, I mean, so here's what I've been doing in the meantime, since I always seem to talk about the duels whenever I do this. What I've been doing in the meantime since I've been back at college, besides doing schoolwork and reading and whatnot, I was going to go into the business of, because my friend, or my roommate, he used to weigh Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster packs at Target, because he bought himself a scale. So that's essentially what I'm going to do, is I'm going to buy like those booster boxes on eBay and just like weigh the packs that we want to keep, open them, and then sell the ultra rares and the secret rares, and then sell the individual packs like in packs of 4 or whatever, and hopefully make back our money, because it'll be kind of interesting, because I've never really done something like this before. Not that that's dishonest, because I am, just think about it, I mean, that's all in honesty. I mean, I'm selling packs that have been checked, obviously, because I'm selling them in individual, like lots or whatever you want to call them, in sets of 4. So I just thought that that would be cool. That's pretty much what I've been up to, is dealing with Yu-Gi-Oh! In real life, not just electronically. So I also want to show you my okay, so what the hell am I? Okay, now all I have to do is end my turn and then I win. So actually I've been working on a zombies deck as well, because the new booster pack that's called what is it called, Shadow Specters, it's going to be really cool. And hurry up and activate Heavy Storm so I can blow up both of us. And then Self-Destruct button, click the button, you go boom. So there you go. But Shadow Specters is supposed to be adding a lot of vampire zombie support, especially since Mizuki and, let me actually go to it real quickly, especially since Mizuki and Plague Spreader Zombie are back to 2 now. I've been trying out my zombie deck, and it's actually really quite good. I mean, this obviously isn't the end that I want. Like, this isn't the final deck or what it's going to look like. But so far, it's pretty good with being able to bring out the ranks. Also, because Monster Reborn is banned, Book of Life is probably the best fucking thing in this deck, because all my monsters are zombies. So it's really good, but the main thing is Vampire Empire is just so freaking good. And I'll show you that in some of my future videos. But anyway, hopefully you enjoy that. This was kind of a short video. Hopefully you you like the aspect of shortened videos, because I know I'm not very good at being able to do that. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to y'all in the future, and peace, pretty much.